In today's video, we're taking a look at how to add more RAM memory to your laptop, easy and simple. This is so easy, anyone could do everything that we use on the video. We're going to leave a link on the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That does help us out a lot. Thank you. So you woke up today and turned on your laptop. You notice it's running a little bit slow and you said to yourself, maybe adding some more RAM will do the trick. Don't worry, here at the StatUpBox team, we've got your back. A few blocks away, but a back is a back. And in today's video, we're going to show two ways. We're going to show how to add more memory. And our second way, we're going to go ahead and remove our current memory and add two bigger sticks of RAM. And the first thing that you want to do is verify that you have a laptop. If you have a laptop, you're good to go. If you're watching this for the comedic value, we salute you. Once you got the basics out the way, the second thing that you want is verify that you have the correct and compatible memory. And you also want to verify what is the maximum RAM your particular system can take. Also, something that you want to verify if you have an additional slot on your laptop. And you can always verify this with your barbecue paper, with your owner's manual, or you can contact the manufacturer, or you can verify on the interwebs for compatibility. Or you can do the old school, head down to your local PC parts department store and they can guide you with the correct part for your particular system. Because the last thing we want on a clear sunny day is to die or go from a small job to a big job. We want to go ahead and unplug our laptop. Next, you want to make sure that your laptop is off. The first thing that we want to do is flip our laptop. Depending on your laptop, you might see two strips of rubber which help your laptop stay in place. We want to go ahead and remove that. If in your case you don't have, then you can skip to the next step. Next, we're going to see some screws. In this particular case, there are Phillips screws. In your particular case, they might be a different type of screw, but the technique will be the same. We're going to use the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty loosey, righty tighty, and we're going to go ahead and remove them. And remember, a pro tip, placing them to the side for later use, it's a good idea. In this case, we don't want them in the DIY bin that every time we finish a job, we still have parts left over. And now that we removed the screws, we want to go ahead and pry the cover off. And for that, we're going to need a prying tool or anything with a flat thin head, preferably plastic. And you can go about this two ways. You can pry it from the top or from the bottom. We like to start from the top on the keyboard side and then flip it over for easier access. And what you're going to notice is that once you have a part pried a bit open, you can just slide the tool all around and it's going to unclip from the pressure tabs. And remember, you always want to do this gently because everything being plastic, it can break. Also, you don't want to go too deep in with your prying tool and damage any of the equipment. So just like last night, nice and slow and steady. Once you finish going all around, you're going to notice that the cover will come off easily. And now you've done it. You broke your laptop. No, you didn't. And before we start adding some memory, we want to go ahead and take the extra precautionary step of removing the laptop's battery. As you can see, now we have access to the laptop's internal. As you can see to your right, we have the battery and it's also held by screws. In this particular case, we also have Phillips screws. In your case, you might have different types of screws, but the technique will be the same. We're going to use the ancient technique passed down generation to generation of lefty loosey, righty tighty. So we remove all the screws. The only thing that we need to do now is slide out the battery. Once removed, you want to make sure that you press the power button, and what this would do is release any stored power on the system. As you can see on the right side, we have the empty slot for additional RAM. And the most important thing when placing in new RAM, you want to align the RAM correctly. And you do that by matching the hole on the memory with the notch on the entry slot. And it could only go in one way. If you notice when we flip it, the notches won't align. So once you have the correct way of insertion, just like last night, we want to go ahead and slide it gently in the slot. Once we notice it's fully seated, we can go ahead and gently press it down, and you'll notice that the holding tabs on each side will clip in on the holes or notches on the side of the RAM memory. So basically what you do is take two fingers, one on each side, and press down so the clips can clip into place. Once you press it in, you'll feel it when it grabs and you would hear the sound that it did. Once you notice it's secure, you've done it. You upgraded your laptop. And for our second wave, what we want to do is remove our old RAM. As you can see, it has an 8 gig stick. We want to go ahead and remove that, and we do that by removing the tabs on each side that clip into the RAM and hold it in place. Once we do that, we should be able to slide to the side the RAM right out. And now that we have a clean slate, just like before, we're going to use the same technique to insert them. The only difference that you're going to notice that the notches are in different places. So that means that one is going to be facing up and the other one is going to be facing down. But when installing, we're going to use the same technique. We're going to go in nice and slow, just like last night, and then press down until we hear it and feel it clip in. You want to have pressure on both sides so the stick of RAM can go level and evenly in its final resting place. And now we're ready to reverse engineer our way to glory. We're going to go ahead and start by placing the battery back. We're basically going to slide it in, make sure that we align it with the pins, and also verify that it is aligned on all corners and tabs. Once we made sure that our battery is aligned correctly, we can go ahead and place the screws back. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. And remember, once you feel it tight, that's good enough. You don't want to over tighten and ruin the threads. We can go ahead and place our cover back. And remember, the cover is placed by pressure. So you basically want to press all around the cover in different places until you hear it click in. That basically means that the pressure tabs have connected. You can inspect the laptop to make sure that all the seams are flat and even. And after passing the quality control check, we can go ahead and insert the screws back in. And now you've done it. You can pat yourself on the back for a job well done. There's no memory you can't insert in your block. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up. That really helps. If you have any questions, place them in the comment section below. Either someone on the StatUpBox team or someone on the YouTube community can help you out with an answer. Don't forget to subscribe, follow us on social media. Thank you for watching, and here's a link to our latest video.